Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Nikhil and welcome to another graphic novel collection video, guys. Yes, this is actually my fourth graphic novel collection overview video, guys. My first one was in 2018, then 2020, and then 2022. And yes, the collection has definitely grown. As you can see, I've made some changes only just because my grandmother was using my room last year, and so I had to like shift rooms and sweep in the front room in my house, but you guys aren't here for all those details. But basically, long story short, I had to move all of my graphic novels up there. Sorry, I have to move them up there and bringing back them back down and buying as much as I did last year and the year before that. Like I realized, you know, the arrangement of stuff had to kind of change, so I had to move things around, and this is where we're at right now. So if you're wondering why some things are in the front and why some things are at the back, it's just because of space. So there's that, and I figured I might as well put like the series and storylines together. So that's what is happening here. So we're gonna jump right into it right now, and if you didn't see my last one, it's gonna be exactly the same in terms of like the ordering, except now the front stuff for Marvel, there's a lot more if you guys remember. Last time there wasn't much, so there's that. All right, we're just gonna jump right into it right now. So starting off with, we have on the left side non-Marvel and DC runs, and last time it was basically just Spawn and Power Rangers, and I think Transformers was there. I'm pretty sure. I actually no, it wasn't that because I had not gone overseas yet. I'm pretty sure. So there we go. But now we have five non-Marvel DC runs, and I'm very happy to have those in the collection. And since this Sunday is my birthday, I decided to go to the comic store and buy like two graphic novels for myself. And I actually got yesterday Spawn Origins Collection Volume 5. Now, Spawn, I've not read this series in quite a while. There's quite a bit of a gap. Actually, the last time I actually got something was probably in 2022. So, like 2 years later, I'm finally getting back to the Spawn series. Only just because I want other series to have like a certain amount or like make it even. You know what I mean? So, there's that. But not that I dislike Spawn. It's just not one of my favorite series, if I'm going to be honest. But I have the first five. Pretty happy about that. There's so many in that series. So, I don't think I'm going to get all of them. But maybe the first 10, which is a good number. Now, this one though, I have a lot, and this is the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers series from Broom Studios. I have the first 7, which I think this is the first half of the run, I'm pretty sure. So I'm pretty happy about that. Volume 7 is actually part of the Shattered Grid storyline, and it's pretty good. And yeah, so I think this goes up to 14, maybe 15, and then I'm done. So looks like that series I might finish. So there's that. Next up is Hellboy Volume 1. I don't know which version this is, but this is Seed of Destruction. This also has quite a number of volumes or trades, I would say. This is a good read. Again, not one of my favorites, mainly because of the art style, and it's not as entertaining of a read and as fun of a read, but I do want to get more because Hellboy is definitely a character I want to learn more about. So there's that. I mean, the movie in 2019 was absolute crap, so yeah. All right, next up, I'm very happy to have these. These are the first two trades of volumes of the IDW Ninja Turtle series. So this is volume 1 and volume 2. I got both these actually in the same day because I ordered from the same seller on the same day. So they came the same day, obviously. But I'm hoping to get the others, like maybe 3 and 4 I might get like as like a Christmas present or closer to the end of the year, basically. I do really want to get more of that series. Again, maybe I'll go up to volume 10. I don't know, because some of these series are pretty long. Like Power Rangers, I'm actually very happy how much progress I made. Spawn, yeah, maybe another 5 more. I'll get Hellboy, we'll see. And but this series, I want to get quite a bit because there's a lot of good stuff I've heard about this series. And speaking of which, the Transformers, the IDW Collection Volume 1. Now, I went to the store yesterday. Remember I said I went to the comic store yesterday to get stuff for myself. I saw the like these versions for Ninja Turtles, but it was volume 3 and volume 2 was not there. They had volume 3 and volume 14. And it's funny, I went to two different stores, and I mean the distance of walking wasn't that far, but anyway, it was very funny. Like they both had the exact same like numbered volumes, like 3 and 13, which I found very interesting. But anyway, I'm also surprised at how big Volume 3 is. It's not as big as Volume 13, but I'm not going to get those because of shelf space, and also I'll kind of break away from how I've already started getting the series. But Transformers, this is probably the only one sadly I'll get just because, again, of shelf space, and plus it's very hard to find, and plus it's super expensive, but I decided to get it anyway. This is really good, and I've already like kind of like some of the trades for the rest of phase 1 on eBay. Like I put like a like tap the love heart to show like it's like under my basically under my watch list. That's what it means. It's I'm not gonna go into the specifics. Like it basically means that you're interested in buying the item basically. So there's that. But this, I did not get this from eBay. I got this from Malaysia, and this was amazing to get. I'm so happy. I have at least one of these beautiful versions. So there's that. I mean, as you can see, it hasn't been in the greatest condition, but I'm still keeping it. So there you go. All right, now we go into this side, which is where the Marvel stuff starts to come into it. And as you can see, for Marvel, we have quite a bit going on here. Now, I will say though that this is not maybe my favorite part of the Marvel collection. Like, there's some parts are my favorite part, but some parts that are not my favorite part. Like, Annihilation, just the main event alone, I love, and maybe parts of Conquest. But Realm of Kings, Thanos, the Thanos Imperative, I'm not the biggest fan of, if I'm going to be honest with you. This though, I love Wolverine by Chris Claremont and Frank Miller. I thought it was really good. But if you ask me personally, my favorite thing in this front of the collection is easily Jonathan Hickman's Avengers run. Secret Wars, I do have, as you can see over there. That kind of disappointed me, if I'm going to be honest with you. Like, it was not what I thought it was going to be. But his main Avengers story and run, like for Avengers and New Avengers, which I have both in various different versions, as you can see, that was great. And I'll just quickly show you what I have actually, so we can move on to the next stuff. So Annihilation Complete Collection Volume 1 2, Annihilation Conquest 1 and 2, Realm of Kings. I did see War of Kings Omnibus. There was like 2 different versions of it in the store yesterday, one of the stores I went to yesterday, but I'm not getting those. Shelf space is one thing, and also how expensive they are. So there you go. Thanos Imperative, Wolverine. By the way, I got these 4 in one go, these 4, and they were quite expensive because of the versions and how big they are, I would say. Wolverine, Chris Claremont, Frank Miller, like I said, this is good. This was the first Wolverine thing I actually got, and Wolverine's my favorite Marvel character, so there's that. And while I did get Spawn Origins Collection Volume 5, I did also get a Wolverine graphic novel, which I'll show you at the back behind when I take all this out. Anyway, Avengers by Jonathan Hickman, fantastic series. I love this series so much. So we got Volume 1, 2, New Avengers Volume 1, Avengers Volume 3, Complete Collection of Avengers, which is Infinity, Avengers Volume 4, which I have here, but also New Avengers Volume 2, yeah, Volume 2, or maybe 2 and 3, I think just Volume 2, and then Avengers 5 and 6, and then New Avengers Hardcover Collection Volume 2, which collects New Avengers Volume 3 and 4, I'm pretty sure, and then Avengers Complete Collection Volume 5, which is Off Time Runs Out, and then Secret Wars. Alright guys, I'm going to take all this out so you guys can now see what's at the back. Okay guys, we are officially at the back of the collection, and as you can see, there hasn't been that much of a change. Okay, in one part there is, and you can probably tell what it is, but overall, I'm still pretty happy with what's going on at the back. So we're just going to jump right into it right now. And left side is DC, right side is Marvel. That hasn't really changed. So for DC, we have the first 4 Green Lantern, like, I don't know what you would call these actually, like hardcover book versions. I guess like oversized trade paperbacks. What do you call this? Sorry, I know like some of the terms that you call things, but what would you call these actually? Anyway, Green Lantern books 1 to 4 by Jeff Johns. Great stuff. Blackest Night. I went to the store thinking Brightest Day would be there, but unfortunately they're sold out, which really sucks. But I really want that event. Blackest Night was really good. Batman and Robin Volume 1. I went to the store thinking Volume 2 would be there, but I did see Volume 1 just by itself in one of the stores, which is unfortunate, but I want more of this. This is not a long series, so that might be also something I get next as well. Same for this, Superman, Batman. I want more of this. I really enjoyed the first volume, and there's quite a number of those in this version especially, so we'll have to see. I'll probably get the Batman Robin and Superman Batman stuff online. In fact, like from now on, I might as well just get stuff online, because yesterday I actually spent quite a bit of time deciding and finding out what I should or shouldn't get. And because my birthday's right around the corner, I wanted to get something that actually meant something to me. So one of them was Spawn, which I just got because why not? And I was like, what should the other one be? And then I found something and I just took it. So there you go. Anyway, Justice League New 52, my second favorite series probably. I mean, I'm kind of biased because I prefer Justice League over Avengers, but such a great series. We also got Trinity War, don't have Forever Evil. I'm sorry, but don't really care. I know it kind of ties into everything in the whole series, but still, I'm happy with what I have. Flash Volumes 1 and 2, New 52. I really want to get Volume 3 at some point as well. Infinite Crisis, Final Crisis, and Flashpoint. Out of these three, maybe Flashpoint's my favorite, but Final Crisis is good. Honestly, I can't remember what happened in Infinite Crisis. I don't know what that says about me and remembering things. Even though this is the latest event I read, I don't know why I can't remember what happened in that. That's not a good sign. Alright. Now Marvel, it's kind of like the reverse. So we ended off with events. Now we're going into events for Marvel. So we have Civil War, Avengers vs. X-Men, and Infinity Gauntlet. You've already seen some of the cosmic events, so I won't show those again. But these are like some of the more ground level events, even though they do have some cosmic like stakes and stuff, especially Infinity Gauntlet, obviously. There's only like one more Marvel event I want to get, and that's Inhumans vs. X-Men. I don't know why that's pretty hard to find in store, but again, I might as well order it online. Astonishing X-Men by Joss Whedon and John Cassidy. Really enjoyable, short 24-issue series. Wolverine Weapon X. Unfortunately, this is probably my least favorite thing in my collection thus far. And it's mainly because there was a lot of like sciencey, techy type of talk, and Wolverine sometimes was barely in it, which is really unfortunate because I wanted to get this because it's about Wolverine's time as Weapon X, or in the Weapon X program, and that's really unfortunate. But still, I'm kind of happy to have like a classic Wolverine story. It's just not really my cup of tea, if I'm going to be honest with you. And it's sad. I got this as a Christmas present last year, so it's one of the most recent like things I have in my collection. This though is what I got yesterday besides Spawn Origins Collection Volume 5. Wolverine Origin. It also says Deluxe Edition. Fun fact with this and this image, like Marvel used to do something called motion comics, and it all used to be under the label of Marvel Knights. And I remember like going to the library and seeing like this cover and borrowing the DVD, and it was really cool. It's like a motion comic of this entire story. So I actually know what happens, but it's been such a long time since I actually saw that, so it'll be cool to go back to that story and read. But I'm sure I'm going to like this more than this. For one, it's a newer one, and two, the art style looks great. So there's that. Alright, next up, Daredevil, another one of my favorite Marvel heroes. We got Man Without Fear, obviously the classic Origin, Born Again, and then Volume 1 of the three, like, I guess, oversized or like the hardcover trade paperback versions of this, of the Frank Miller era run. And then this is why my collection has kind of grown a bit more recently, because of this. Now, I recently made a video where I highlighted that I got like a bunch of Ultimate Spider-Man, and volumes 3 to 12 I got all in one go. And you know what's crazy? I've not read everything since then. I did, however, kind of speed run through almost the entire series that I have here, minus volume 12. I'm actually up to volume 12, so I'll probably read that today, and then I'll probably read Wolverine Origin and then Spawn. That's probably the order I'll read it in. Like I said before in some of my previous like graphic novel collection videos and stuff, if I have something to read in, like basically what I'm trying to say is that even though I buy stuff and I'm not going to read straight away, at least I have something to read. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. But yeah, that's the back side of the collection in the top, and I'm very happy with it so far. As you can see, there's quite a bit here. I mean, Ultimate Spider-Man, that's definitely an increase for sure. Blackest Night and Wolverine Origin. So there we go. All right, now we go down. And I apologize if this is going on as long as it shouldn't be, but it is what it is. But sometimes I do ramble, so I apologize. But anyway, down here we have what's not been touched, which is my Batman graphic novel collection. So we have Year One, Man of Loves, Long Halloween, Dark Victory, Death in the Family, Killing Joke, Nightfall, Hush, and Dark Knight Returns, as well as Battle for the Cowl. I'm very happy to have all of these in the collection. These are, I feel like, the most essential Batman stories to get, and I feel like every Batman fan has them. Same for this one. This is the only Batman and series and my favorite series in this entire collection. And I'm not just saying that because it started off my collection, but out of everything I've read, it just hasn't hit the same heights as this. And that's the Batman New 52 series by Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo. Not every trade here is amazing. I would say the first 7 are pretty damn good, maybe -6, but 6 has some fun with the side stories in there. And 8 and 9's alright, but 10 kind of wraps the series up really, really nicely. So there's that. But guys, that is it. That is my entire graphic novel collection. And what's coming up next for the collection is Flash Volume 3, Superman Batman Volume 2, Batman Robin Volume 2, more Ninja Turtles and more Transformers. I know you can't see those because I took them out, so there's that, but that's probably what I'll get next. Mainly Flash, Superman Batman, Batman Robin, Ninja Turtles, and Transformers. Yeah. In fact, what I might do is I might maybe order it already. I don't know, maybe it's a bit too soon. But that's all I have to say for now, guys. I know this went on for as pretty long. I'm sorry, I apologize. Sorry for me like messing up on my words and stuff like that. But that's pretty much all I have to say, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Also, Deadpool and Wolverine is right around the corner. Who isn't excited for that movie? Let's be honest. I can't wait. The first 40 minutes have already been shown and I heard they're great. So really excited for the movie. Hopefully it delivers. And thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. My name is Akil, otherwise known as the Comic Director, and I'm signing out.